even go Blade, like you go Sanguini, no? On Kalista?
I mean, we can go Blade.
No, but I think if you would play top Kalista, you would go Sanguini.
I already do that, but Blade is more fun.
True.
Okay, let's start by spam pinging Setara.
Oh damn, the quality is really bad.
Oh wait, I can... I'll just try to do it like this because I feel like my ping is not...
Oh wow.
I mean, it's just spiking. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, just the ping went really high. Or the... Oh, no, never mind, it was the FPS. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we like... we focus on, like, up to level 6. Or, like, I'll tell you if I want you to quit before. So, like, there's gonna be certain things I'm gonna look at, and then I'm gonna tell you.
Setara is about to fuck you over, by the way. But I see that Lulu was also moving up.
He's in my tribe, but...
Why?
Yeah,
Can you tell him to leave?
Well,
Yeah, I think they're gonna leave.
I'll just take red buff level 1.
Hey!
So fair, by the way.
Nah! I can't dodge that.
5 cup, what are your thoughts on
5 cup, I nearly shot.
Wait, but how broke is...
What?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got punished for not paying attention there. Okay, so yeah, you got punished for not
in the beginning.
paying attention there.
I feel like I have a slightly worse buy right now.
Ah. That's great.
I'm kinda missing some combat stats.
I like that tiger, bro.
Okay, we just gotta go for this now. I mean,
Okay, yeah, you just restart. This is not good.
But what
Yeah,
happened mid?
Just restart.
The laughing is good solo can fight it.
We could, if they want to, you know, like we could do separate lobbies. Are they here? If you guys want to, you know, like do it, like not be dependent on them, then you can do a separate lobby, so like you can finish your matchup.
I mean, it literally doesn't matter.
Okay.
We can just basically leave when they are also leaving.
Right. Yeah, so this started out with Loner surprising Ronaldo, like out of the brush, and then forced into a bad trade, and then...
Well, the only thing I know, my top laner died twice before 2 minutes. That's the only thing I know.
I had to...
So like, yeah,
slight item disadvantage.
try to be more focused this time. We'll try to like not talk too much, and then like before we start, you know, about random stuff, and then also don't run up the way you did Setara and Legion. Just like don't distract them.
Yeah, and I
No.
was only slightly in the over. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. No, you just like made them, you know, focus on you guys instead of, you know. Being,
yeah, true. Oops, invite me again.
It's fine. It's just I wanna try to keep it as serious as possible. All right. Oh fuck! I'm in.
Yeah, tank matchup.
Okay. Tank matchup top.
We're gonna do the same matchup for you guys. Legion and Setara, you guys are free to choose.
So yeah,
I'll just go tank. You can go.
Like, can I even contest first wave against Halo Blades?
Um,
If I poke,
I
just try to push with you. I think I'm a bit
like
better.
you saw how close the all in was, so I think you, as long as you are, you know, properly positioned in the wave, you should be able to contest it. I think there's like in longer trades, you're obviously gonna have a hard time. So like you need to punish him in terms of forcing him to tank minion aggro and also fucking up his wave stuff. But yeah, well, I mean, you guys can you can try it. Like we can hear what Laura thinks. Like, do you think you can just run in down level 1 reliably? Or
I don't know. Top lane is really different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very different from bot lane how it works. I don't actually know.
Yeah. But like if it was bot lane, I mean, you don't play 1v1 bot lane, obviously, but.
Yeah, exactly. Like the
Oh yeah. You meant more about 2v2 versus 1v1,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
about. Okay.
The 2v2 affects how the matchup plays out. You can trade very differently.
Can I say something before I go? Because I'm gonna invest on the new items.
Sure.
Please, feel. No, it's not Friday and Saturday. It's on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just feel your thing for next week and tell me if you're available on Monday and Tuesday and when. Please send it to team chat.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's really important. We don't want to face the enemy on the new patch. So if we can make it on Monday and Tuesday, but like really, it's important. Do it now.
Yeah.
Okay. And not like really, do it tonight. Like the winter already asked you, but this time do it. Thank you a lot, and good luck. Gonna go see the new items. Bye.
Did you guys make a new lobby? Yeah, you did. Okay, good. Start right here again. Alright, guys, please.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm Nico. It's me. Please don't.
Like, why are you trading with him when there is no minions?
Because the limit tested. I outsustain him.
Like now
Okay.
we could just restart again. Almost.
You just said leave top lane alone. Why did you run top lane?
It's fine. I outsustain him. I have pots. This is fine. This is fine.
No, it's not fine.
It's burning a bit. We can recall and TP both if you want this.
Yeah, you should have.
I feel like this guy is not letting me recall.
I already used the health pot. I'm not feeling this, bro. It's not.
Oh,
a
actually
really
true.
good
Actually true. Okay, but I know how to play it in this position. It's fine. I'm just not contesting.
Yeah, I mean you can't do anything for like.
No, that is fine.
4 waves or something, and then.
Yeah. I will just need like 400 gold, and then I TP and I'm chill. As long as I stay in XP range.
But I mean, like, regardless, you already lost the lane. Like, it's.
I may come back on crossback.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
I think you can zone him even more, Lomer.
Yeah.
Like, if you prioritize zoning him away from XP instead of getting the last hits, I think that's worth it.
Yeah. Ah.
What? But how big is the range?
Yeah, it's really big.
But Q ran out, that's so sad.
I'm actually not that far behind. If I get all of these.
I don't know if you went for it, but this is perfect spot to Shield Recall.
I mean, you will have this.
I will see. Yeah.
What?
Why did you TP back?
Why not? He can TP now. I don't know. I mean, do you think I know how to use this summon spell?
No, I think you just run there. Like, it's perfect.
Yeah, but
So now, like, this is like Ronaldo is happy now.
yeah,
Like, not happy,
I don't
but
really know how to use the summoner spell. So
yeah.
it's like the
No, but like
second
you play a lot of we played a lot of TP bot as well. I think you've used it
Yeah,
Well,
but
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually. It could have gone a bit better. I think that's fine in terms of where you took the trade.
I mean, he has doubled overruns, like he's just
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to outside me on
yeah.
this point. Yeah, but I misclicked so hard. Holy shit, cringe. Should I
Right.
just A-clicked it?
Let's restart again. It's over. Okay, so this time, please, at least make it so the lane is not over before the minions arrive.
Not mine.
Two illusions.
Okay. I'm going to sit straight now. I will actually.
Try hard position.
I go and try hard position now.
But I think you mentioned that you think, or no, it wasn't this match. It was Draven, right? You mentioned you thought it was slightly Lucian favored loner, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, you saw it like in this as well. Like if Lucian spaces correctly and doesn't take trades he doesn't want to, he can manage to like short burst it out of you.
Yeah.
The same with Draven. Like you can win the matchup, but it's like Draven favored naturally.
What did you say now? You said it's Draven favored, like Draven versus Lucian, or what do you mean?
Like I think it requires less skill to win the matchup early on Draven, but it can go either way.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it's just about execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't Kill Draven like didn't we play in the past Draven against Lucian to counter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've played the champ a bit, so I feel comfortable outplaying him.
I mean, I played Lucian Draven once on top lane against like first time Draven, and I
It was
think
not so
with
hard.
yeah, I mean with ult you have like insane pressure if he's misspacing, or like
Yeah.
not even misspacing. You see where he's spacing into, like he wants to catch the axis.
Do you have the
If he's-
same range, Kalista and Lucian?
No, she has 25 advantage.
Okay.
The only one that has same range as Lucian is Samira.
Okay.
Did Leon ask about next week Monday? Next which day did Leon do?
The 9th and 10th of November.
9th and 10th. Okay.
But like, Winter is the one that's gonna ask for the reschedule, right? Or is it just that you guys need to check your schedules, or what is the?
Yes, they have to check it in. Yes.
Oh,
he
Wait,
has asked.
I gotta take the call real quick. Be right back.
Yeah, sorry.
Pause it.
You can't. It's not tournament mode.
What?
Wait, I did send the pause request down. What if the enemies like when you press pause? What happened now?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, sending a possible. Kane, okay.
I mean, the last time I said we're gonna play tank matchup, and then you picked Nico, so
Okay.
Yeah, you got countered. That's what happens.
exactly. I mean, I
Never
actually could've won.
show your hand.
I could have won, but I just fucked up my queue.
Don't tell the enemy what you're gonna do.
I realized maybe I should not. I should have just waited, but then again, happens.
All right.
Now it's gonna be
Look-
easiest game of my life.
So far, it looks like Loner has learned his lesson.
What?
Or sorry, not you, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Sta-
he's AFK.
He's standing under the turret. Oh right, yeah. I think that's probably the play.
No. Enjoying AFK life.
Okay, sir. Yeah, this is good. I don't know if you hear me Ronaldo, but this good. Yeah, I think you can trade her. Like when she's. Oh, you shouldn't start E. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you should like Q.
He said he's in a call. I'm not sure if you can hear you.
Yeah.
No, you can't hear you. I'm
Okay.
almost 100%.
Well, I'm streaming, so like he can watch the bot. That's good. But yeah, like as you said, he's just looking to like small burst trades, and just like if you want to trade, he wants to force you to take minion aggro. So I think when you walk like around, like close to the range minions, I think it's a good time for him to like poke you a bit.
But it's not rough for me.
No, definitely not. I mean, this is... If I get summoners for free SK lane, then you'll see you have problems just even clearing the wave.
You base him just so hard.
Yes. Very much so. And I bought a pink bot because I'm just such a good
Like
guy.
if you don't TP back here, Leonard,
Yeah.
I think the lane is just over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay, just heal.
Do you think it gets harder for Kalista later on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Maybe we should try to play it out for a while, because they're like he hasn't entered yet at least. Okay, that was.
That's hard.
Okay, yeah, this is fine. Oh, he should back here. Yeah. Don't cancel him, because you wouldn't have known, like, if I didn't say that.
No, I would have known that he's gonna try and
Ah,
break
okay,
it.
okay.
Oh, lagging.
Alright. Yeah, you should have cancelled him, because,
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, it's super obvious he's gonna be
yeah.
up there.
He should be forced to, like, use his TP in this scenario, I think. Either that or, like, lose a lot of CS.
Okay, I guess.
Like, since it's canon now, he only lost one.
No.
What world can you dive in there?
Minion saved him.
Okay, now he's
My
starting
jungler.
to stabilize.
My jungler heart is pumping. I want to gank top lane. Wanna...
Yeah, this is really good now by Ronaldo.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to maintain
Wait,
this.
it's doomed. What?
No, but it's like it's so good.
Oh, it's not doomed. Oh, it's actually
So help
broken.
the TP and break this.
Yeah, that's correct. He should like try to fin it or like trade, like force you to trade to break it, and then use that to like get an advantage with his TP. Yeah, I think he could have done it better, but
Yeah.
it's good at his trading.
Might be zero damage.
You have Scepter though, so it's not like a big deal for you.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay.
Okay, he's going for the full lane build.
Here is where I need to try and get a reset off. Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stay for this. This
Yeah.
is super greedy. Yeah, I don't know. I would have gone for that cancel. That's what I should have done. I lose the lane for not doing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was way too free for him to get that. Like, so like when you get the first really good reset off, like Like that means you're gonna dictate the lane, like if you want to. So it doesn't matter if you. So like he basically did the same thing to you. To you now, but like you played it well. But like when you, when he had TP and you didn't, and then you guys traded pretty hard, and then he backed. You managed to cancel him, so it wasn't like ideal for him. But he still got a decent reset off, and then he was able to TP back, and then you had already lost some HP and mana. So like then he was in, had the upper hand. So it would have been the same thing for you if you like contested him more when he crashed the wave the first time. And then also you could have probably cancelled it.
I'm back.
All right.
Come back.
Nice.
I wanted to cancel you, by the way, but Simon said I can't because I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I shouldn't have like said anything because the information wasn't.
Wait, what? The cancel?
No, when you reset the first time.
Like when you shoved my wave in and then you reset, like when I looked at you at like the last second.
Yeah.
I wanted to cancel it, but he said like no, you wouldn't know.
Let's play up to like.
Yeah, I mean, if I like don't take this greedy thought, I would just move down into the river, where you should like can't really interrupt me in the normal game because of jungle right now again.
Yo, see this? Already bought 2 pink bots. What you saying?
Nice.
But you're missing the fun part, Tara. Wait for my farm.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean on
this-
6 onwards, it's like really favored because I don't
Yeah.
have an ultimate.
Yeah, we can restart her. I was gonna say let's do up to 1 item, but let's not.
This just ends on 6, I think.
Yeah, I mean if I could cancel that back there.
Yeah, we don't have to do this matchup again, but just something that I said while you weren't listening. I think you played it pretty well this time. You could have traded with him, like be faster, because I thought you started out really well the way you positioned next to the wall there and just waited for him to come out, since you knew where he was in the brush. But then when he walks like really close to your range minions, you should go up and you should start Q not E. I'm pretty sure. So like you're just looking to poke him, and then if he wants to hit back, then he's forced to take minion aggro. So he both takes some damage, and then the wave's gonna come to you. But like it should be really really short. Like basically you could just Q him and go back, or like if he comes forward, you could maybe get the double out of as well. But like you want it to keep it as short as possible, so he doesn't get value out of his E.
I feel like I just have to play the lane safe early, and I just
Yeah.
want to win on 6.
Yeah. But like
When
he should be playing aggressively, but I think he kind of overplayed his hand when he walks that close to your range minions. Because even though he definitely wins a long trade, he can't really, keep standing inside of your range creeps and like keep hitting you. Especially not when you're that close to your tower, because he can't chase you down. Which means he's gonna fuck up the minion wave, and he's also gonna take a lot of minion damage. So like you should look for those windows when.
Not necessarily because of the jump. You can like almost always like jump out of aggro immediately. Which is really toxic. Like you auto attack and dash backwards, so you like remove the aggression really quickly.
Oh, okay.
It makes for really unfunny trade patterns.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, that makes it more difficult. But like, can you like you still take like a couple shots?
Yeah, a few ones. But since you usually just build full lifesteal, it usually doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Pick your champs first.
All right.
I look sideless.
Let's do the Lulu Lucian first.
Oh wait, okay.
Actually, you can just invite me.
Wait, who's creating illusion?
Ronaldo playing Lucian and
Wait,
what?
that should be
No, sorry,
yeah.
sorry. No, the other way around. Sorry.
Actually, maybe Setara play Lulu, and
No, I play Timo.
yeah, but it's very practical. Like he can practice the Lucian versus Lulu. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's
I
what
want to say this first.
Okay.
So this is more about like me being curious about the matchup more than like
But on top or mid? I think this is like.
no top
This is-
top.
Okay.
Middle lane is not your place.
It's just Fiesta.
We could, if you want, we could do the Lucian against Jax as well, just like for you to get practice, because you say it's a really tough matchup, and I think you're right as well. But
I mean, I think it's only hard if the enemy Lucian gets first blood and also Jax loses 6 minutes. I think only in that case it gets out.
yeah, I mean it's probably hard regardless, but that doesn't
I'm
make it.
pretty clueless on this matchup, by the way. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
beforehand.
Honestly, I think you're shit in the lower, like elite
Yeah.
early stages, and if you,
I think it's pretty good for Lulu actually, because she can outrange him, and
Their trade patterns level 2 is really toxic.
yeah.
I mean, if the Lucian cannot punch a Lulu, then at some point I think the Lulu is just gonna out-sustain the
Yeah.
Lucian in the lane.
Yeah.
But I think like the earlier 3 levels, the Lucian is just way stronger.
I have wrong masters, by the way. But
What
Like
is that?
overall, letting Titus play more Jax would be appreciated in my opinion.
But it's
mean-
banned mostly. let
Yeah, we
Titus-
almost play it every
Yeah.
time it's not banned. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I mean, when we're playing, real games, we always get the Jax if it's open, pretty much. But when we're when we're practicing, we should we already know he's really good on the Jax, and we already played a lot with it. So
Somehow I don't really feel like we get him Jax a lot. It's like we don't
Yeah,
really.
'cause it's
I mean,
banned.
we're not picking it, but then again, it's not. I mean, I feel like it's 50-50. Like every second game it's banned, but then again, first one, it's not.
I have never played this matchup.
Can I just run top lane, give first blood, so
But I
he
mean-
can play on a disadvantage?
This is how Khan plays this matchup, like with double armor and
Yeah.
time warp tonic.
Yeah, I think that's
potions,
fine.
so-
So I think the way you want to play, the first 2-3 levels, I think you need to be kind of careful. Just play kind of the same way that I think you should have played the Lucian against Kalista. So try to stay max range and just poke, and then let the wave come to you pretty much.
Did you skill W first, Station?
I don't know.
Please tell me. I need to know.
No.
I need to know. No.
I don't think you should take that trade.
I
There's
don't think
no-
so either.
There's no need.
I mean, he's overpotting, so I'm kind of fine with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, flashing.
But you're gonna achieve the same thing. He's still gonna.
Holy shit, I completely missed this.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Easy. Yeah, sucks to play losing matchup, does it?
Not bad. Holy shit.
I just looked up.
6 yes, by the way.
It's not as important for you to get. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I just need 2 items anyway.
yeah, you should have cancelled him there. Could have.
True.
Also, another thing, would it actually be a thing to practice, like 2v1's top lane with high, like a big minion wave?
So what we did in bot lane, but top instead.
Not
Nah,
a
but-
gang, just like
I mean more like just sieging or like denying, or what do you mean? Or just
No, just like when there's a
no, you don't need to TP here. You don't need to TP.
It's a freeze.
You OP champ.
Yeah,
No.
I freeze this.
If he's
No,
playing
that's not a freeze.
This is
I'll
in
try
though.
to-
Not in the long run. It's gonna break.
how do you like that with the tower?
Yeah, okay, Satara, you're full muted.
Like in that position, he needs like 3 extra range creeps or something to be able to sustain the freeze.
Oh. I thought it's freezing.
Yeah, like it was like kind of, or like it was gonna stay there for like maybe 2 waves, but then it's gonna come to you.
Nice, nice, okay.
I got it.
Nice auto attack.
Maybe I shouldn't fight in the minion wave. I mean, you have ignite, I know that.
Not okay.
I can't even hit them on fucking minions.
Demolish.
So now you're in a like really tough position, like without TP and
Here, we're just spamming help.
Yeah.
From my jungler
yeah,
to
but
the-
even if you get help, it's not gonna be.
I mean, I'm just playing this super bad. I mean, there's no reason for me to get like hit by every second kill.
Yeah, and you were like pretty unlucky
Not
on the.
cheating.
You're unlucky on the CS as well.
But I don't know. Like I feel like I could have gotten those CS with the before the Lulu Qner, because it was really close.
Yeah. I think you sometimes you don't think about using your passive for like you let it get blocked by other creeps than you're trying to. blast it.
I mean, this is like in ranged melee matchups. It's way easier to utilize this.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But this is fine. It's only burning a bit here.
Yeah, it's okay.
to play?
I think you should be down like maybe 5 CS if you play it really well at this point. And then you're gonna start to like outscale him. So like the way you should be, yeah, you should never be that close.
What the
But I
fuck?
feel like
Yeah, but like it's better if you use your W as like a last resort. Like after he dashes in, you use it to punish him. Like instead of walking up and using it aggressively. So like, because you can always outrange him unless you do that. But like if you put an E on him in one trade, and then like you trade and then you go back, then you're still gonna have your. I'm pretty sure you're still gonna have your E on him. Or how does that work? How long does it stay on him?
for like 1.5 seconds or some shit. I can watch
Okay.
up to the cannon.
Alright, then it doesn't work.
By the way, Simon.
Yeah?
What I meant before is like give Ronaldo, like especially Ronaldo, obviously it could also be working with Lana. Give him a good matchup, make sure that the enemy laner is like falling behind. Let him stack a huge wave and then let me gank and see if he can outplay the 2v1 with a big minion wave.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, just
I
get Ardent. Yeah.
2 plates advantage?
So, what was I gonna say?
Like, look what Khan is building in this matchup. I feel like this matchup is kind of tough, but
Yeah.
if you,
I
you
mean,
go-
like you have to build some stuff to deal with it, but like you're scaling really well.
He's trolling me. Okay.
yeah,
But yeah, like the way you want to trade, like you never want to get him. Like you always, if he wants to trade with you, he always has to E in. That should be like the mentality. So like if you want to poke him, you can put. Yeah, so that should never be allowed.
yeah. I mean, I'm dead now. Okay.
So like the way you wanna Okay, so it doesn't work, the thing I said about E, but what you can do is put E on enemy minion and then snipe him with the Q, because you get like super long range. And then you just keep trading like that. And like, if he like tries to push you in, you do the same thing, but you also like thin the wave. And you're always gonna be safe, because like the range is just so much longer. You always like, obviously you also have to dodge his long range Qs when he like tries to snipe you, when he Qs the
Easy.
backline. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more.
I take other runes.
You could, if you want, you could maybe do 1 AP.
I feel like this is fine.
No, attack speed is
Okay.
better.
No, but I was like, instead of armor, I meant, because like to make it a bit easier to get those lasted. But yeah, it's up to you.
Can you make W second on Lulu, solo lane Lulu? No, right.
Yeah. You do.
You do Q into W.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
You want
the?
the W.
Let me check.
That's all. The W is really not.
Yeah, W Max is really strong.
Yeah, W is like the attack speed scales, right?
And polymorph as well.
Yeah.
0.2.
But this is then like, is it even worth to make? Okay, I need Q.
I would say W.
Do your worst, Satara. Do your worst.
Okay, so E only scales damage and shield.
No, yeah, we're playing this exact matchup again.
Yeah. I want to say like if it goes, because it went kind of unrealistically bad for Ronaldo. So I want to say like if it goes better for him early on, like how it develops. And also if you think about what I said about how you should be doing the trades. And like you should always stay at max range from him, and then always have your polymorph ready for when he is forward. I think he can, like if he does it well, he can E like just right outside of your W range, so that when you try to W him, you're not in range, and then he gets a trade off. Like you need to avoid that. I think he kind of did that the last, like when you died the last time.
Which one?
So when you came out of the brush, like you kept staying at like just the right range, so he couldn't W you. So like he walked forward without being able to W you, which means you have even more time to do damage to him. So that's like the nightmare scenario. Also, when you're full mana, do use your biscuits instead of your corrupting pot, because they give.
What did you say?
I said to Ronaldo when he's full mana, he should use his biscuits instead of the corrupting pot, because they give more HP than mana.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
No, I think they give more mana, no?
No.
They give insta mana and I'm pretty sure it's like this.
Let me see.
Like I saw Bin using biscuits and he legit stacks them up till he's super and then he uses them mostly in fights. Only if he has to like really do it.
Wait, what the fuck? What? Oh no, I'm full of shit.
Nah.
Yeah,
You
never mind.
screwed me.
I'm full of shit.
What the fuck? What is this? Whatever, bro. You can take it. This mana flow band is on the house.
BYB. I'm on desktop.
What?
Don't kill me, I'm on desktop. Just don't.
Kill him.
Nah, bro. This is really toxic.
Watch out for the minion queue now.
Oh, here's bone.
He probably hasn't skilled yet. So like if you walk up, you could skill E and get a good trail. Okay, it's still Q.
Well, this is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to raise it here, so this is fine. He pushes too fast.
How much damage?
You have like 0 damage.
I thought I had more damage, not gonna lie.
Nice.
Okay.
And just keep focusing on CS. Like don't let him hit you while you're.
No, I mean I shouldn't have lost the cannon. But
Yeah.
then again,
But like
Still-
in those scenarios, like he's gonna try to shove a lot of creeps. He could be in the brush. Shove a lot of creeps in your face, and then like poke you while you're last hitting. So you should just.
1 second.
Okay, you're fine. You should just like you should always stay max range from the creeps you're trying to
It's
last
really
hit.
sad that you couldn't see that from my POV, because even if he checked the bushes, he wouldn't see me. We did a hula hoop.
Oh, you in the alcove.
I went to the furthest brush and then like abuse vision on like pass through everything.
Okay. Hula hoop.
It's a trademark
Mighty hula hoop.
made from solo queue. I've seen a few junglers do it. The hula hoop jungle path.
Sounds really broken.
I feel like I just want to build the
Yeah.
biggest wave.
Yeah, I
again,
think
so
you.
get-
Yeah, I
get
think
the
you have
wave.
to. Yeah, I think you have to. Like reset again, probably.
Oh yeah.
So, like you can trade with him, and then.
Nah, but the cannon.
Which cannon? I don't see any.
Exactly.
Okay, so now you can't reset. So they like. So you have to make a decision there. Either you push really slowly and wait for the next wave, or you push it faster and reset on that wave and try to get as much poke on him off as you can before you reset. But this is fine.
I mean, I want to bait it and then I just get hit by it.
Yeah.
Ah, but this is so close.
You should have okay. You should never have been that close, but you should have also shielded yourself.
I mean, I could have just speeded myself and ran out, but I hit
Really
W
stop?
on him.
But like you're spacing a lot better now.
I know.
So that's good.
And I'm not even at my power spike yet. We keep playing.
This isn't even my
Yeah.
final phone.
Holy shit.
Mid is only get better anyway.
Is this the O10 power spike?
It's fine. I'll take it. No flash mid lane, please gank.
Latian set losing to Sutara Aatrox.
I mean, I misplayed the first thing and then it was over. But I still have so much pressure mid lane, so it doesn't matter.
The second was like really lagged by me. Like
It was well timed because I didn't have a W, so I couldn't really.
yeah, but like I leveled up and survived this way.
Oh yes, but then again, I was also considering you killing or you to kill in that wave as well. So I knew you were also close to level 6. So it was
I don't want to hold this freeze.
What the fuck?
No ult mid lane, please gank. What are these pings though?
Like a friendly ping.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, nice HP version.
Well, that's a champion. Whole level ahead, Jesus Christ.
Well, in last games you were like 2 levels ahead of me.
But I didn't think I'd lose that much though. Or at least I thought so.
I think maybe you lost like 12 minions. Like I don't know.
I mean, I'm ahead of you in minions, so.
Not too.
That's fine.
But dude. Gonna say, like, there's no way you're gonna lose it there. Oh, I can press W, is that one? I thought I can get it through.
I think we would have tried anyway, honestly.
Maybe. But you have TP, use your TP.
We're going to coin flip this now. Okay, so much HP back. Okay. I'm out of here. See ya.
Oh!
Not like this. Not like this, bro. Not like.
You still wanna go on top, eh?
Of course, now I hit my power spike.
Okay. I see the power spike, I see. I mean, it's over. It's basically over. You wanna switch lane?
know what you're getting.
I mean, you have no chance anymore.
This is what Khan did twice in this matchup and playing double armor. So I mean.
Do I actually have Tabbies and Seekers or what? Do you have Tabbies and Seekers now?
No, I have Tabis now.
9.
Nine, I have Tabis now. Tabis, he goes Dark Seal, Tabis into Ardens. So.
Yeah, like Tabas is pretty good, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
To be honest, like I think there's no way to win this matchup as a Lulu. Like even if you play it properly, like you're at best going even, which
Yeah, but
quite
that's
hard.
winning. That's winning.
Yeah,
Nah, but this auto attack.
Like that's the goal. That's the goal to go even.
yeah, but I still feel like if you like, this is without jungle interaction, and
Yeah.
I still feel like you win every 2v2.
I mean, like when that was mid, I think. Yeah, it was mid. But like when Nemesis played it in Worlds, he was like really even.
Okay.
I think it's probably it might be easier mid. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is 100%.
By a long shot.
I mean, in the end, Lulu can do so much more in the mid lane with jungle.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what
the
to
reason
do
with
with
like mid lane Lulu is like those situations don't appear on mid lane where you get like frozen at this point, and
Yeah.
the lane is way shorter. He has to like go for way more Q poke instead of Eing into me, so it's kinda rough. And my jungler can just come and help me shove the wave.
But imagine if you
No,
keep
they're
getting
not
jungle
gonna do
attention
that.
top lane. Just imagine. or UCP.
We
Over.
don't talk about that one. Was a bit criminal.
You win.
Whatever, you deserve to win this. That was so ugly played.
Alright.
Now
Okay, so we're probably not gonna use the Lulu as a Lucian counter just yet, I think. But
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, for top lane,
I didn't misplay this. Like, I have more CS than this, but also 2 kills up. Like, this is really.
I think you can be like can play it a lot better, but it probably takes time
Keep in
to.
mind, I have not played this lane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I can do this performance when I don't even play the lane. It's really toxic. I imagine like someone that actually plays this, it would have been a lot worse.
Was there another matchup that you guys wanted to try? You said you wanted to play Silas, or
Yeah, but that's just for fun. I just think Silas is fun.
we could do the Lucian Jax, if you want.
Oh no, I mean, I played this matchup. All of these matchups I played a shit ton, or like at least the Jax matchup I played a shit ton in solo queue, and it always was the same result. Like if I get ganks and can snowball, I can snowball on the Lucian, but if there's like no jungle interaction at all, Jax just loses and never outscales because Lucian will just one-shot him if he plays correctly. Or like not one-shot, but people underestimate the culling. Legit does like 70% HP, like full duration on level 6, which is just kind of broke.
Yeah.
Just respect that forehead.
Do you play any top laners longer, or like any one of you? Like.
Okay, man.
I can play set top.
Does anyone play Renekton?
I mean, I can play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's like not a hard champion.
I don't know if we should practice top lane matchups because I'm legit awake for like 20 hours. You're not gonna see my best form right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, it's not for like showing off. It's just.
What about the 1v2?
Yeah, I mean,
Ronaldo, like we jungle ganks top and Ronaldo 1v2s outplay.
Yeah, let's do the. Yeah, let's do.
We can also just play 2v2 bot lane, like me and Ronaldo against the other 2 guys.
That's not fair.
I mean,
yeah, we need to. Yeah, I understand.
But let's do one. Let's do one scenario first with like the 1v2. What?
Can you like? But how?
But
No, we
think
just.
we need to get other people into this if we're gonna do those.
Yeah, I think this situation is like too rare to.
I mean, it's not just that it's rare, it's just that, like, I mean, you're the one. I don't know. It's a lot easier to do this if we have players that actually play the lane to do it.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
at least
Okay.
like another
Yeah, let's
solo
do
player.
it. Let's do it another time. Okay, let's do a 2v2 then.
I mean, in the end, like, obviously you could say the same about the 2v2 now, but then again, you should win the 2v2. And
I mean, we could mix it up, but I think we do Loner Sitara, and then we do like a pretty hard matchup for them.
Yeah,
I mean, if they want to
Me
start
and
badly,
Sitara play Seraphine Lux. There we go.
just win it automatically.
Do you have Seraphine?
Yeah.
Yes, because I haven't really seen her play. That would be.
I have
I see.
selection, but like, I have not really played any game. Only like.
Yeah, but that's the point.
Lux, I go Seraphine. Just win it.
Okay,
Like the point is for you guys to be on not on comfort picks. So.
What first? Do we go with like normal or like do we go from bad matchup for us?
Yeah, bad for you. But yeah, we can do Seraphine on you, and then. Let me think for ADC.
What you wanna do, Ronaldo? What you
No,
feeling?
but I said Seraphine Lux.
No, not Lux. I want a more normal. Let's do Kog'Maw. Let's do Seraphine Kog'Maw.
No, but what?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Because when you play against an aggressive bot lane, you don't see any light, I would say.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but this
Kog'Maw does a lot of damage.
I mean that's the point. Like playing a bot lane that's like
not so good.
yeah, or I mean like more about a bad laning phase, like a.
Okay, but then I play AP Kog'Maw if we're gonna do this, because
No.
this is not. I mean, this is not draft. Like, this is not the scenario that's gonna come up, unless it's AP Kog'Maw. It's not a actual matchup.
I mean, it's about like pushing limits. So let's say we pick the Kog'Maw. I mean, he's not on the same level as he was in the past. But let's say we pick him as a flex. So like mid bot AP AD. And then the enemy picks something like they don't pick like Caitlyn, but they pick I don't know what's a good example. Maybe like Jhin. They pick Jhin against it.
Yeah, but still, it's like I don't see Kog'Maw ever being played unless you go AP. At least right now in his current state.
Why not? Like they didn't nerf his ADC. I think they didn't do anything. Yeah, they nerfed his HP a bit. But
yeah, but like they have hard buffed his AP ratios as well. Like his scaling on the AP build is like equal to Omnit Kog'Maw right now. It's just that his laning phase is also better.
Yeah, but I mean it's a different kind of carry. Like you then it's an artillery champ, and when you go AD, it's for killing tanks, like front to back. So it's a different kind of style. But yeah, I mean I don't really care how you build. I just want I just want to see a matchup. So let's do Kog'Maw Seraphine against which ADCs do you guys play? Or like which champs do you play for both?
Every ADC. I also play every support.
I play Ezreal, Lucian.
Does any of you play? Does any of you play Caitlyn?
No. I mean, I played there for a couple of games, but my last experience was like 1-8 or something, so I stopped then. And that was when she was really broken. I play a mean Wayne.
No, not Vayne. I want.
I can play Draven.
We could do mage as well. So like.
Nah. If you wanna have a good matchup, then let's just play hard ADC matchup bot lane with like high engaged support. What's the point in playing
Ashe? Actually, I could play Ashe, but Ashe is like kind of boring.
I don't think Ashe is like the best because they have sustain, and it's like I think that's pretty easy for.
What did they play?
Okay,
Kog'Maw Seraphine.
We just play Draven Blitzcrank and then it's good.
Yeah, we can try that. Yeah, that could work.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Should we try?
I mean, this is. I mean,
Like,
we should
it's
do
one
something.
thing-
It's supposed to be hard. So it's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, of course. But then we should at least play like some kind of meta shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because like this is not even something that's gonna be
Why
played.
We played Jhin Nautilus. Jhin Nautilus is good, no? Against this.
I mean, why do you think Blitzcrank and Draven are not meta?
That's not. I'm talking about the.
Well, yes, I
matchup in
agree with the
general.
Kog'Maw pick. I don't think the Kog'Maw pick is worth here.
This thing is fine. He's not. He's good against like.
Yes, he's fine, but how many Kog'Maw games did we have the last 2 to 3 months?
Kog'Maw not, but
Yeah, but that's the point. Like if we play him a bit, then we can play him in real
But
games.
what if we just focus on maybe thinking about picking Seraphine with a good matchup, like with a high like a meta ADC?
Let's just do this one now. Let's do it and then we talk about it afterwards.
Okay, what you want to play?
You can do the Draven Blitz.
No, I meant Titus.
I don't care. I mean, I'm
answer.
probably shit on both, so.
Uh,
Actually, I don't have Blitzcrank.
Okay.
I only have Draven.
Yeah, I'll go back.
are you streaming on Twitch, Sathara?
I can also.
You can stream
Can I
on
turn off my
Discord.
stream?
Sorry?
I turn off my stream, right?
Yeah, you can turn off. Yeah, you can stream on Discord if you want.
Yeah, but I do normal ones, like not full lane things. Like.
Sorry.
I do normal Seraphine, not like just because we do 2v2.
Please don't take Ignite.
Yeah, just chill. I gotta look masters.
Actually, maybe exhaust is better in this game. You can turn the
I don't see it. Okay, no.
Actually, no, I think heal is better. I don't think we can afford to be getting caught.
But look, we win long trades. It's a tempo we long trade.
I think you can. I don't. I'm not sure you get away with TP.
No.
Because it's like a kill lane.
Yeah, I would say like heal barrier, but
Yeah, heal barrier I think is the way to go.
like go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you go barrier story, but
I go.
yeah.
Okay, I would have said the other way around, but yeah, this is probably fine as well.
It makes mid to late a lot more harder to kill the Seraphine. Like plus the barrier interaction on her kit makes you able to access the heal in crucial situations.
Yeah.
But what's a barrier interaction?
Okay, the thing with Seraphine's kit, like, okay, her W is first a shield, and if they're already shielded, it's a heal. And then the E is like what? A root if they're already stuck. Yeah, but those things are not exclusive to like abilities or stuff. Like if you use barrier first, you can always access the heal. Which you can't otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you can press barrier and then you can use your heal, so then you're gonna heal both yourself and Lona, right? Or no, does the only heal?
Yeah, it heals both.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's like P. Like if she's all shielded, like P is so high.
Yeah.
Right. So do you have an idea how to play this lane?
Well, we need to stack wave, like slow pushing. Well,
I mean, the thing we should just be hard building them into turret as fast as we can, because we can harass them on the turret pretty much free.
well, third wave should bounce, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to you need to decide, because you're gonna have to commit to one or the other. So like if you don't play aggressively from the start, then it's gonna be really easy for them to.
I think we should just go for trying to harass Draven as much as possible. Get an advantage on the boy.
Yeah, you can try.
We just harass them constantly. Unless this happens before his flash.
Okay, it's on.
So like either you need to be there earlier or you need to wait, like the way Ronaldo waited when you guys played top.
Careful.
Okay.
Where's my ignite?
Run it.
There was a call in chat.
Next one. But no sounds Cockma, this is so free. Please shit of my life. Focus on getting minions.
I'll try to flash, be careful. Level 2.
No.
I would never.
Okay, kill Draven. Full combo.
Fake news.
What did you do with your ward?
I put it in bush, like as normally, like there. Probably see if he invades.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's.
I won't die.
You sure? Well, now you don't.
I think it's worth.
No sound spot lane. Jungler gang.
Okay.
Both X's! Holy shit, this jump is so easy.
So free. Please shit of my life.
You're full HP, Luna. Like,
Yeah.
you can turn this for sure.
I still have fear.
Right there.
Anyone
What?
can do this.
No.
Nah. This is doomed.
Yeah, like the problem with this lane is that it's like 100 to 0 almost, so you can't really.
No. Where's my 80?
Hello? What is my blitzcrank doing?
Where's my 80? Where's the committing?
I mean, lane's already like June because of level 1. No flash.
Give me the kill!
Why?
So worth. So worth. This is
I mean,
over.
but
Seriously, guys.
honestly, if you don't respect the level 1 blitzcrank, then I don't know. Like especially in this thing.
I mean, Lona taught me this.
Do you wanna restart? Do you wanna?
Probably.
I mean, this is over now. Lona.
Yeah, it's like how can we lose?
Actually, do we want to restart?
Yeah, let's. Hey, already left.
Alright, let's restart.
Okay, easy. I mean, I'm just clean. Like I think I hit 100% of health. Just
But
saying.
did you see my solo kill into both axes? Holy shit! Like Drave is so. I think I'm going to main Drave top now.
I think one of you should save your wards and use it for the brush, or like one of the brushes, and also be there earlier. If you're, especially if you're gonna play for the level 1 aggression, you need to be there early.
Simon, did you talk about bot lane types with them?
No, we didn't do that today. We did the
I'm planning
one.
on bringing it up right now because there's something that's been bugging me quite a lot now.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So you're playing Seraph in Kog'Maw, right? In my opinion, if we're gonna look very simply at bot lane, we're gonna, let's say, categorize all types of bot lane in three types. You got the poke, you got the engage, and again you got the sustain. A lot of engagers usually have some sustain. A lot of pokers also have some sustain, kind of like the Yumi, right? So you look at Seraphine Kog'Maw, you think, okay, Seraphine has a lot of poke. She has a tiny bit of engage, but you shouldn't really plan around it because the Kog'Maw can't really follow a lot on the engage because engage bot lanes have a lot of burst. So they're sustain with a bit of poke, or depending on how you play the Seraphine, more poke than sustain. And then you look at the enemy bot lane, which is the the Draven and the Blitzcrank, right? What are they gonna do? What's their type?
I mean, it's just all in.
It's full all in. It's full
Yeah.
engage. You have absolutely
we
nothing.
established this like before the game. That's why we came late to the lane. We talked about this. We know
But
this.
then how come you get caught?
I mean,
Cheese.
again, we came super late. We get cheesed. I burn flash, and it's pretty
So
much.
like, if this was a real game, and the plan was
If
to,
this was a real game, we would have established this stuff
Yeah.
pre-level 1 and
Yeah.
not AFK to
Yeah.
talk about it.
yeah.
Yes, that's
So-
why we start again.
But
right
yeah,
away.
we're gonna do it more realistic this time. So like, the game plan is gonna be that you guys want to contest level 1. So we're gonna have the jungler start on red buff, which means you guys don't need to leash for him. And then also one of you is gonna save, at least one of you is gonna save your ward, because we don't need. Yeah.
The problem is that level 1, Luna used his flash but didn't do anything with it. Could have at least traded a little
Yeah, but
bit.
like that should never happen. Like they should never
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
never be allowed. So like that's what I said. Like it's either or. Either you concede level 1 and let them, which I think is also fine. But there might, like, we're doing this to limit test and like see what our options are. So if like, since Lona thinks you guys can, you know, win level 1 and like shove them under turret, that would be a much better position for you. So that's why we're gonna try that. Which means if this is like realistic, you shouldn't be coming that late to the lane. Which means they don't have a chance to stand in that brush. They might still stand in one of the other brushes, but that you can like play around better. So we shouldn't, you know, analyze too much about that, because that should never happen. If we play it the way we said we're gonna play it, and if we played more defensively, you should be even further back, like pretty much on your turret, because like you should play around Blitzcrank standing in the brush.
Yeah, and even then, if I burn the flash and okay, this kind out of hook, I can't go back and trade on that as well. I can only spam this lane by using my E to gain the priority, slow, and control the poke trades, because he beats in up here all in. Like 3 Halo Blades procs versus my E and out, like it's not enough to match it. There's no point in going for the trade after that.
Maybe don't go comment.
But the thing is, it's not even a realistic matchup even slightly if we're not playing Kog'Maw. Okay, but if we're playing Omnit Kog'Maw, this lane is completely anti-synergy. Then we don't have a purpose anymore.
He's right. If you go Comet, you can counter the engage by poking them before they can engage you so hard that you can't really trade back. So the comment is not about choice. You just have to play this lane, again, assuming that all they want to do is engage. So don't get engaged, legit, it's that simple. And you poke them every time you have an opportunity.
You're in the
That's
wrong.
enough.
You're in the wrong place, Sitar.
Yeah, we talked about this pre-game as well.
No,
Like
but
we
I want
talked about
my-
setting up the vision.
I want to
Why
make
am I wrong?
realistic.
Yeah, but so like since we're investing in the bot lane, that means we're giving up you guys for covering. So like if this like probably we let the mid lane ward one of the entrances and then they cover topside. So you guys should have already been like
Yeah, I
established in the
was,
lane.
but I couldn't do this
Yeah, yeah,
solo. I
yeah.
tried to, but
Okay, so what I think right now, since you're late, you should concede level 1. So like you wait, you let the wave crash.
oh, yeah, maybe.
Freest trade of my life. Wait, we're losing. Okay, you won.
Yeah, this is why you need the brush worded as well.
Yeah.
This was warded, like the middle brush is
Yeah.
warded, no?
No, but not that one. Or I mean, it depends. You
It
know how.
was.
Yeah, but I think the word is early. The one that
Yeah.
you need it
That's
for
just
the
like
you
the
need
game.
it for laning phase.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Reaction?
fine. That's fine. Or I think it's good for us even. It gives Kog'Maw more freedom. Oh, that's really good.
That's nice, that's amazing.
Why do you have W? Okay.
Ward the brush now. Ward it. Okay, now it's too late.
Another ward.
It's too late. Now I'm talking to Sitar. Yeah, you should just tank there, lower. Like there, you're not in danger at all.
Ah, no, you're such a madman. Imagine for you.
You are full HP and
No, but no, like there's no reason to stand there now. Like the wave is coming into you. Like there's nothing you can do to stop the wave there. So there's no reason for you to be like playing around, you know, trying to like bait a hook or something. Like that should be like fully just.
But you can.
Yeah, if they make a mistake or like, but like you can also take the hook and die. So it's like it's not a good thing.
It's not a very good trade.
What do you mean? Perfect trade? I would recommend. Wait, why does
Like
Tower have
you should
bottom?
always be playing. You should always be playing the wave, and like be trading around, like around the waves. So now you probably looking to get a reset off. I think on the next wave that comes.
Oh.
Which would also be
Go on way. But like you need to tank.
Hold on.
it's really hard.
Ooh, close.
It's
You have literally 15 minutes. Why
Hold
are
on,
you
hold on.
peeking?
Sitar, relax a second. Why do you think you died there?
Because I was too far. I was there. I should have been there. Let Luna tank. Luna is so
Okay.
passive.
All right,
But like
listen.
he can't really tank the. I mean, he can't tank
No,
the
but-
He can't tank the Raven.
What?
He only
Guys, please, this is getting heated up. Sitar, chill, relax. I want you to understand. If you want Leonard to play one way, right? You can't expect, even with the practice, you can't expect him to really think about what you're thinking. And you're not saying it. You're not saying anything.
I said it like 3 times before. We can turn.
The problem is that you use your E, right? The Blitzcrank's like, well, he has no E. What the fuck is gonna do, right? So Leityon sees this. He approaches you, and that's when you tell Leonard to play the lane the way that you want. He wasn't ready. You should pray it up before you think about using your CDs, because Leityon abused the fact that you used your E. It's not just the positioning. You should have kept onto the ability because your E was
No.
pointless.
look, we have fucking 3 waves there, and Draven is like, what? He has 40% HP. It doesn't even matter.
Then you have to say it to Lonar before you even use your E.
But it's
As in,
obvious.
like,
We have 15 or 20 minions there. Like, they
Lonar,
can't cheat.
I think
What's your point of view?
the right place to keep poking or like keep hitting the Blitzcrank, both of you, and then kiting backwards, and then like keeping him inside of the minions so he can't.
regardless of the right play being, we still need to be able that both of you have to know what you're doing. You have to both be synchronized. Lonar, what was in your mind? Were you thinking of doing what Satara wanted you to do?
I feel like this lane gets progressively more toxic the more we get trades off of them. Like it's what we showed early game. Going for any type of all-in, like right there when he expects me to tank the hook, we are risking a complete one-shot because I cannot tank Draven damage.
But
It's
Draven
not
was,
a real...
Draven
It's
was
not... Okay,
slow.
but if I get Blitzcrank hooked into CC's knock-up, I'm probably already dead. That's how much damage Draven does on Kog'Maw. It's not really a playable matchup in all-in. We were already gaining control, we had a monstrous wave. We can just slowly harass them, gain the priority, reset, gain item advantage, and we have a pretty naturally scaling matchup. Either we take the back, we get the item advantage, we enjoy it, or we call the jungler that this is a super diveable position because we have such a massive wave.
Okay, first thing. I should have tanked the Blitzhook. Draven was not even close. Even if he were W, would have been here after a second. And BC was literally in front of you. Like his hook would have not succeeded. His hook would have succeeded for like 0.2 seconds. And for the second scenario, if you say we should just keep poking and pushing the wave and reset, how do you expect to do it if BC literally walks up to us and kills us? This doesn't work then, if you think like this.
Because you used your E. The thing is, the Blitzcrank shouldn't be able to just walk to you and not get punished.
Yeah, like we shouldn't be
But
burning
20
cooldowns
minutes-
for free.
Well, okay, take it back a couple steps here. So the plan there is to slow push the wave and then reset, and then when Blitzcrank walks into the wave and tanks everything and starts looking for a fight, then obviously that you have to adapt to that. But like it's a really hard balance because you're so like he's tanking minions and he's taking a lot of free poke, but at the same time that if it goes to all in, they have such a big favor, so you need to they need to be really really low before it happens in order for you guys to have a chance.
Yeah, Draven was 40% HP and he was literally one flash
Yeah.
40% HP is not enough.
and he was one flash away from even reaching me.
So like
I think
I'm not
that's what the Blitzcrank hook is for.
this particular sequence. I would have to we would have to look at it again. I think to fully work it out.
There's no
But
way
we're
to
not
have
going to
it
do that.
working.
We're not going to do that right now because the main point here is that you want to as a loner is touching on the what you want to do in this lane is pretty much to avoid fighting as much as possible because. Or I mean, it is okay. Obviously, it's a really bad lane for you. It's really hard to play it because it's really volatile. If you get a hook, then either you get chunked really big, or you're forced to use a summoner, or you die. And that happens with every hook pretty much because Draven does so much damage and Blitzcrank has so much so much ways to punish you. But I mean, when you get a chance to, punish them safely, poke them, then of course you should go for it. But the main priority should always be to, keep control over the lane, keep playing as safe as possible, and that is more controlling the lane and poking, and not letting them bait you into a fight. In this particular case, maybe there was a way for you to win it. It looked like I think it started out well, but then were you the one who got? Yeah, you were the one who got hooked, Sitara, right?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
why this is like such a huge conversation. Like, it clearly has just showed that both have different ideas. So just play out both of the play styles and see what suits better.
No. I will do it like that. I will try to not um go on my intuition of like seeing an option to if I see if I feel like they make a mistake
Mm-hmm.
of like
Yeah.
mispositioning it, or like
You may very well be right there, Sitara. But like you need to remember that like
yeah
it's hard for you to like for loner to
yes,
see what you're thinking when it's like
Exactly.
changing really fast, or like when they are doing something that we didn't expect them to do. So then like go on.
I will try to play more because this has been an issue with me like for a lot of time. I will try to mostly like focus myself on the goal instead of directly changing it when something positive what happens, like they miss positions or something like that. I'll just
Yeah.
focus that.
Yeah, I mean, you always have to adapt, to like you can't always just stick to the plan because you don't have full control of the game. Like the enemies are gonna do stuff that
Yeah,
you
but
can't always predict.
that-
So you're right in if they make a mistake, you have to, punish it, or like you have to play around what they're doing, even if they're doing something that they shouldn't do, or like you didn't predict them to do. But yeah, I think what we do, we play it one more time, and then we play two more times. The first time we keep with the original plan to like play it as safe as possible, except for level 1. But this time I want you guys to like run straight to bot lane and just make sure that you can contest level 1 the way you want it to. But then you play it, as controlled and as safe as possible. You try to trade as little as you can, like just stay out of danger to like as to the biggest extent that you can. And then we play one more where we play it more aggressively, and that's like not saying that you can never you can never take a fight, or like you can never like do anything aggressive in the first scenario, but like the we do more like limit testing in the next one. But what we're talking, like the way you need to play, like in terms of like who's in the front or like blocking hooks and everything, I think that's a really hard dynamic because like okay, so Sitara is the one with the barrier, which means that if they're fully committing, then I think like if you're both full HP and they're like all inning on one of you, I think you rather have it be on Sitara because he has a barrier and Loner has heal. But when like in this scenario, I think Sitara was lower, and then Loner was higher HP. So like you need to kind of like switch a bit back and forth and like try to like juggle the aggro kind of. But it's really hard because for Loner, even if he's like 80% HP, if he gets hooked in the like in the wrong spot, it doesn't matter like how much HP you have or like where you are, Sitara, he's just gonna get blown up. And then you also have to consider that if Loner is the one getting pressured or like dying, that's a bigger loss because he's the one who has to farm. So it's a really I get that you guys get frustrated because and that's the point. Like it's a really really hard lane for you to play. So like it requires a lot of like back and forth, like a lot of difficult dynamics to be able to play it well. So yeah, but yeah, just try to talk more constructively with each other. Like try to explain like your trends. If you want, we could do separate voice comms as well. So like you can talk more about what you're trying to do. And then we do these two different scenarios. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just
So we're
say?
playing slow on the first one, and then
Yeah, first one as safe as possible, and then second one we do more. But we still go for the level 1 control. So like I want you to, in both scenarios, I want you to run straight to bot lane. Just like don't care about like realistic. You just like use both your wards. Just go like full lane on this one. What did you want to say, Seb?
Cleanest split strength of my life.
Weren't you the one who was gonna play Draven?
Huh?
Didn't you say that you were gonna play Draven, or did I dream
Yes,
that?
but then Ronaldo said he doesn't even have split strength, so
Okay.
it's not an option.
All right. I think you guys are playing well, by the way.
I mean, it's like as long as I hit my hope, then it's really like self-explaining how the thing works.
Yeah, but like in terms of how you position and like how you walk up and you know like putting pressure on. Even though you know like some of the times you could have gotten a lot more punished than you did, but it's really hard, especially when they're not on the same page. It's really hard for them to coordinate to like punish you correctly. So like you're putting a lot of pressure on them, which is good. Right, let's do. Can I drag you? I'm gonna drag you to the first one. Oh, sorry, I broke your stream.
Oh, right. I need to go in.
Okay, but yeah.
You can tell them let us come. Yeah, then it's fine. I have bone plating.
Yep.
Yeah, but now you have the wards, so like they can't.
It was also the case last game, but like I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was the same scenario. Okay, so this lane we just forfeit everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you still have to be kind of, you know, on the same page in terms of like if he does something similar, but like even more stupid. Let's say he flashes into 10 creeps when Draven is like at his own turret or something. You know, you still need to be able to adapt to what you're doing and try to like be more in sync.
I will try to E minions. Can you E2 on E? Ah, wasn't this good?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. This is good for you.
I will E Blitzcrank if he comes there. He can't come there.
Okay.
That's fine.
Similar.
Okay, so now you're the one without flash, so then Loner needs to be the one kind of pulling aggro for a while.
Okay.
No.
What the fuck is this?
I think you should ward the brush now, Sitar.
Yeah.
Which means you can play a bit more aggressive. Okay, not right now, but...
No.
I go on Draven.
Yeah.
Cooldown is in 2 seconds.
Use your sustain to your advantage now.
Okay, don't know damage for pump plating. Oh, careful, there are more minutes. Can maybe even die. So.
Oh, they're not gonna be able to dive on this.
Can like mana.
You have a barrier, so you should be the one pulling aggro.
Yeah. I'll also bomb plating in 20 seconds or 25. Just low Q OP.
Yeah, that's true. You should try to cancel them, Sitar. Okay, never mind.
Good.
Nice. You can go.
Yeah, we're going. Go. I will. Go. Blitzcrank.
Nice. Very good.
Good job. That's what we want to see.
Push. Next is Ken. No, if you can quick push. I'll try to
Yeah.
cancel.
So like, do you start to see like the dynamic now? So it's more about they are always the ones who are forced to try to do something because you naturally you have more control than they do. Like they can zone you away from the minions if Blitzcrank walks up like in the middle of your creeps, but that only gives him like he can't do that permanently. He can't just stand inside of your creep wave and just force you to like stand very far away. It's more about like he is using his like think about it in terms of turns. So like he's using his turn to walk up and like zone you and threaten to hook you. You are forced to either stand inside of your minion wave and contest it or back off. And most of the time you're just gonna back off. But then after you have backed off, you have done your turn and then you're safe. And then if he's still inside this minion wave, you can start like being more aggressive because then you have gotten a better position. But you need to get a better position first, and then you can start to punish him.
You max E?
On Serbi, yeah.
No, I mean it's Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's going AP. For an easy lane.
It's just same flash as E. Maybe he has speed as E. Not really.
Okay, so now Loner has tier, which means they have a lot more trading power.
We
But
can
we have
stay in lane for longer.
Yeah.
They only have a Doras, it's not that.
So
What's the difference?
Be powerful. Okay.
I tried to go off with that, I get sorry. I think you get that.
No, you're fine.
Actually,
What's
yeah,
up?
What?
you can train in this.
I was able,
Maybe he like lied or something.
he lags must
It looked really weird, yeah.
I don't know how much gold he got from his passive, but that might have even been worth for him.
That's like.
There's still
more than
something.
it
There's still something bugging me out quite a lot, and you guys don't call any targets. You don't say go or don't go. I mean, you sometimes do, but it's usually in the middle of the fight or like way too late. There needs to be communication.
I
between
think
both of you.
I think in this one it is like it's fine because so
But
like
it wasn't on the moment that Seraphine died to the Blitzcrank last time, and I think it's a habit you have to pick up regardless. Because if you do that in lane, you're gonna do that more in game as well, as in like.
yeah, I mean they need to do it, but if they're like, there's no need to do it if they're like if they are by default are like on the same page, which they will be a lot of time.
Okay.
Even then, I still think I saw some hesitation from Lonar in that last fight. Not this one right now, the one before. Before the Draven lagged. Again, it's to avoid.
okay.
It was because I didn't expect Draven to.
No,
go
before that thing.
The one where they killed.
It's a habit that you guys should really think about picking up regardless. It's not about how much it matters here or it doesn't. It's just in general, right? You already know that you're not going to be synchronized. Tara, you have a playstyle, Lonar, you have another one. And you have to match those playstyles. I'm not telling you guys to give up on them. Like, you can keep your playstyles, but try to meet both ways. Like, try to compromise a bit here and a bit there, and that's where you meet.
I realize we haven't really talked about who should have priority. Like if you're not on the same page, or like like kind of like
Exactly.
how we do shot calling with.
It's 100% Satara because Lonar by default doesn't.
No. Because I changed my mind so quickly, like.
But it doesn't matter. It's okay. Like think about it like this. It's not about how you change your mind or about how you play your lane or whatever. It's especially about how you already have your mindset sometimes during the game. Satara, you're the one who's like, yeah, but we should have done this. Lonar is usually one that waits for someone to tell him something, and then that's when he's gonna either agree or disagree.
Yeah, but
Not sure if you realize, but Lonar doesn't talk in games, and that's fine. Some people they don't talk as much. You talk more, Satara.
What do you think? What do you think, Lonar?
The thing is just that when it comes to I mean, when I play Duke and whatever, I talk a lot, but in
In team.
competitive scenarios,
Hmm.
ADC is almost never the one that can be the one making the decisive move on whatever play is happening.
Even in the bot lane.
Yeah, so now we're only talking
Yeah,
about laning
even
phase,
in-
so like only you
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in bot lane, most ADCs is the same way around it. You usually wait for the support to initiate a trade or
Yeah.
something like that. So just I think naturally it's the best option if you play ADC to not take up too much space in comms because you're not the one making the plays in the first place.
But ignore for a moment the general sensitive thing. How do you feel about talking in game? Do you think it would be better for Tatara to just call the shots in your specific situation?
I I mean I don't mind taking control of comms in bot. It's not an issue.
Because I'd like to see it in both ways, as if you were trying to direct the game.
Yeah. I think we could try with Sitara. I think we're leaning towards him, but I think there
We can
are
even do
arguments
both.
to be made for both. Both if we're thinking about the persons, but also like the roles, because since the ADC is the one, farming, you're gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be more natural for you to kind of like, for example, if we're talking about more technical stuff, like I want you to hit that creep, or like like you're talking about how to. But then at the same time, we saw an example in this game, like Sitara said, yeah, I'm gonna last hit, or like I'm gonna like either wave. Do you have like stuff like that? So like it doesn't have to be, um, it doesn't have to be the ADC, but like I just feel like it can be more natural in that aspect. But then the other aspect is the support is the one that has more room to look for opportunities. So while the ADC is focusing on farm, the support is focusing more on looking at the enemies and trying to find openings, which means it's probably going to be easier for like the support to find those openings.
Generally saying, and in theory, I totally agree with that. But in our cases, I'm not sure because it's often that I lose the bigger picture. While Luna is basically always able to has always the aim in front of him what our goal is, and that and I forget it sometimes when I see something else. That's something that's worrying me.
Yeah, I think you kind of. It's a kind of a weird dynamic. It means it's kind of hard for you to synergize, but it also means that you kind of complement each other, because Loner is he's focusing more on like where are you going in terms of like the longer role, like bigger picture, while you're the one who's looking like more on like short term, like looking for opportunities and stuff. But the thing is that you will have to like properly play the short term in order to get there like in the long term. So like both things are necessary. But what I think we could try is that, like, at least first we can try with Sitara being the one like with priority. So like if Sitara makes a call, then like you go for it. Like that doesn't mean that Loner can't make calls, but Sitara has priority just with the late show.
Now, quick little thing though.
Yeah.
I want you guys to stay quiet, alright? Like, try to talk more than usual. Overdo it, if anything, and we'll tell you exactly what's overdoing it and what isn't. Because right now we're doing the opposite. We're not doing enough.
I think it was this game was a big improvement from the one before, both in terms of how you played.
No, but I'm talking communication wise.
But I think the communication was better as well.
It was also better, sure, but like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give them like an idea of what they should be aiming
I
for.
obviously don't want you guys to be the streamer who's gonna explain every single little move that you do. That's not the point. The point is you're playing in a 2v2 lane, right? And I can guarantee you, no matter how much you train with a person, it is important that you speak your mind up before even executing an action if you already know what you're gonna do. And I've known this for the longest time. I used to play 2v2s in World of Warcraft, and if you didn't talk, then one guy's going on one, and then the other guy's going on the other. Like in League, it's a bit more obvious, so you got that for you. But still, it's not always obvious. So keep the habit of speaking up your mind. And we'll tell you, Tatar, by the way, if you feel like you're too stressed out to talk, or like you're also like not in a position to always talk because you might be looking at other things during team play, right? Don't consider this as being like a huge block, because of course you will not always have to talk every single second, but it's also something you can get better at. I remember a top laner way back like 2 years ago. We had him in a team. He was platinum. He climbed to diamond, and the guy was all about improving. He was really fast in his improvements. He always had the bad habit of now not checking what the other teams were like, not what his team was doing. It was always like tunnel vision in top lane, right? We told him you got to start communicating, because you also have to start like checking what others are doing and see if you can TP in or not. Of course, at first it was really rough. The guy was always quiet, but he came to a point after like what, half a year, where he started talking so damn much that he became the actual shot caller of the game, even though he wasn't naturally good at it from the beginning. So it's a skill. You can improve at it. It might take time, but you got to start somewhere. So I wouldn't be afraid of like, oh, but I won't be able to do it every time. It's okay. You just need to help in lane a bit more. And as for you, Lonar, so we're starting with Satara, right, Simon?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Go on. Sorry.
I was just wanted to say, as for you, Lonar, like once we do it like on your sides, you have to tell us, both of you actually, Tatar and Lonar, how you feel when you talk, because that's important. If you feel like you're spending too much focus on that and that you're missing out on other things, then we're gonna have to, like either find an adaptation or talk about it and see if we can find like somewhat of a solution to it. But if it's another feel, like I feel like say Tatar, you talk and then you say, oh, I feel like Lonar doesn't listen to me, then that's something we need to also work on. But it's important that we know which feeling you have, because if we don't know the feeling, then we don't know the problem,
Well,
and then we can't fix it.
I already know my feeling about this, I think.
You already know what do you think would it be?
No, I mean, like, I think the, we had like scrims, like
Yeah.
not last scrim, like the scrim before. I talked to you a lot in like, one game or so. But like overall, I know that I am focusing a lot on speaking because I have social issues before.
Wait, your voice is getting cut off by Simon's key.
Oh, sorry.
No. Due to the fact that I have social issues and overall, then then I know that I'm focusing a lot on talking when I do that, but it will obviously be good to also train it here. So yeah, but I just know that I would focus myself a lot on talking and probably be worse than other stuff. But it's still better because I would be able to train it.
Don't forget, it's like I said earlier, right? It doesn't matter what your status is right now. Sure, you might have problems talking to people. Sure, you might not find the right words at the right time. But that's with anything. It's a skill, and you just need to practice it. But you need to realize that you need to practice it first, because if you don't, if you think like, oh, I'm doomed, I'm like this, you're never gonna grow.
I just want to give you a bit of a confidence boost. I don't think you can really tell that you're like that you feel uncomfortable talking. You can tell that sometimes you like you don't get across what you're trying to say, or like you get misunderstood or something. But it doesn't feel like you're uncomfortable.
I completely agree with Simon.
Yeah.
That's here, but in real life it's a little bit different. But yeah, it's here.
Yeah. I'm just telling you like how you're coming across. So like you're yeah. I mean you can't notice it. So like you don't have to worry about that part.
That's good to know.
All right. Yeah. Let's and one more thing. How I think your mindset should be, Satara. I think you should be still looking for these like opportunities and like more. Like it's okay for you to change your mind fast and everything,
Trust
but
your gut.
yeah, but what I want you to do in terms of trying to be more synergized with Loner is that you should think like you should try to think twice and then think about okay, what would Loner think about this, and then if you think that okay, Loner would really hate this, then you might not go for it. But if you think that okay, he's not gonna like it, but like it's gonna be okay, then you can still go for it, and then you try to find that balance. Yeah. Like you start to see it. Okay, maybe I pushed it a bit too far here. Like he wasn't ready for it, or like he really doesn't want to play this way. Then you try to do that a bit less. But then if you if you find the middle ground, then it's also gonna be then Loner is also gonna be starting to see that okay, this actually works out, or like this like we can play more like aggressive or like more improvised in some situations. So yeah, it's about like trying to meet each other halfway.
But if I say I feel it and if I say I feel it and he must go it, he will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you both have to trust each other ultimately, and then the mistake can be talked about after.
I feel it. We go.
Let's go.
yeah, like just like Loner in the
Yeah.
in the script.
That's why it's also important to trust your gut.
All right.
Fight it, like custom game.
Okay, let's go again.
Who's
I
doing one?
really need to do something real quick. I'll be BRB for a while.
Right.
For like a long time or just?
He's already gone.
He's gone.
We're like already like doing it for 2 hours anyway, so.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
take
yeah.
a break.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. I just wanted to see like this last or like one more because of the things we talked about now. Like if we.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going, guys. I have to meet Danny for a meeting here.
Alright.
So enjoy the rest of the thing. Bye.
So yeah. I agree that we have been going for a long time. We should be.
Just saying we won 2 out of 3 times, that's all I'm saying.
What did he say?
We won 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah. But I think the last time was pretty convincing from.
Nah,
From.
my ADC trolled.
Yeah, like did you lag or something, Titus?
No, I had to was typing with one hand on WhatsApp and was reading something. So I had to finish it quick.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was really a big difference the way you played the last game from like the games before.
I mean, honestly, I feel like this is such a weak side bot lane matchup. Like getting just poke and just survive the lane, you don't have to win. I don't know why this was actually a conversation beforehand.
No, but like you still wanna see where the limits are. So like there are always gonna be I mean, obviously this is gonna depend. Like this is gonna be different from players to players and everything and stuff like that. But like when we're talking about meta and like generalizing stuff, and then we're saying that okay, or we can take this particular matchup as an example. We're saying that this is really hard for Kog'Maw and Seraphine. They should be permanently under the turret, just being happy they get experience or whatever. But there is always going to be like that's never gonna be the full truth. There's always going to be you're always going to be able to push the limits or kind of like how do you say discover how much you can actually do in a lane like that. So you don't actually have to go down 30 CS. You might only have to go down 15 CS at 10 minutes or something. So then there are even going to be developments in matchup similar to this. Like not probably this one in particular, but other matchups where on paper it looks like one side is like really favored and like the other side should be playing it super passively. But then when you actually practice it, you see that there are actually ways for like the on paper weak side bot lane to play, which actually makes them win the lane. And like I mean, so like you realize that on paper. Like it's not actually true. If you take it far enough, you see that this is actually a winning matchup for the ones we thought were the weak ones.
To be honest, I think in this matchup, like even the third time we would have won, just because I was just unlucky that I did the greedy recall. Because I even said to Latian, like if we trade flashes level 2, I can just take the reset there, get double door runs, get the bounce, and then just E-flash on
I think you will still get cancelled even though you don't go for... If they play... Like, Sitara is able to cancel you if he wants.
True, maybe true.
So,
but if
like,
I get like that recall through, the lane is just over.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a disaster for you, but still, like, you wouldn't get a perfect reset off. And also they are pretty comfortable in that position, I would say, because it's not like it's not like one of those shield recalls that Lona got off against you, where he has 3 waves stacked and then like he gets a perfect crash. It's more it's more messy than that.
Yeah, I mean, I get this is the good thing about bot lane. There's most of the times no TP, so I can even take like a shit recall, like even give them the freeze there, if they're like low key poked, and then we just dive it.
Yeah, so like then you have to, as the other bot lane, you have to play around it. So then either you have to, like sometimes you can leave a freeze and recall, but like if they're really fast. So like if you leave a lane and then you let them freeze it and then you walk back to reset, then they can kind of do the same thing. Like they can leave the wave frozen and then also reset. And then they might be able to like get there right before you do, and then it's still like the same state. But I mean, it's really hard to do that, but it's possible.
I mean, I had like, I don't know who it was, but some pro talking about those leaving freezes. I mean, I did this in solo queue as well a lot of times, but I kind of agree on that. What he said like, you should always push out the lane anyways, just because you get better backs for better gold. And I feel like if you push, I don't know, it's like 2 more waves, I think, in most cases, and get that gold into combat stats, it's always worth more.
I think most of the time you're going to be better off pushing, but there are going to be some scenarios I think where you can. But usually it's when you're playing, or like when you have a support that does, like when your support doesn't need to reset. So like you need to be sure that they can't, like they're not like hiding somewhere and waiting for you to recall, and then they get to push in the whole wave, and then like you lose all of it. Like that, I've seen that. I think I saw that in one of our like a while back. I think it was Alone that did that in one of the scrims or something. So like he went back on like tried to hold the freeze, and then they just walked up after he had recalled and just shoved in the wave. So he lost like everything. So that can't happen. That's like a So like you need your support to be able to make sure it works. Okay, I don't know what Loner is doing. Maybe we should pick it up another time, so we don't keep everyone around too long. We're already been going for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've made some good progress today. All right, yeah, and the next session is gonna be Scrim, right? It's gonna be on. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 8 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. And then Sunday we're gonna try to find like a really good opponent. Ideally, we want to find someone like a Division 2 Prime League team, so we get a taste of like what our opponents would be like if we get that far.
It's a very hard thing to say. Like this is like you cannot say scrims are the same and like any like games that actually matter. But also what
of course. But like we still get to get a feel on the opponents.
Realistically, there could be a time where we shit on like any LEC teams, like really hard.
Yeah, I know. Like scrims are different, of course.
I think we should just go for like Division 3 team instead of a Division 2.
No, but the point is that a Division 2, like if you go for a random scrim with like high diamond and master play, it's totally different than playing against a Division 2 team. Like they have way better team play.
Yeah, I know, but
like even if the game is like very bad, like one time very bad for them, or like one time very good or very bad for us, it's still fine. I would be really happy to play against Division 2 team.
I mean, for me, it's
I
not
feel
about
like if we play against Grandmaster players right now, like at least mid lane, we're just getting stomped, to be honest. But it's just my.
I mean, like not all Division 2 teams are that high. I think there are like high
Master
diamond
Grandmaster.
teams.
No. They're like full Master Grandmaster.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I checked most of them, and the ones I know are like at least Grandmaster peak.
Yeah, we might get a high Division 3. But yeah, I mean, Winter is like looking at the options. But yeah, we wanted to like get a bigger challenge at least than the teams. I think we've been doing pretty well. Like we had a pretty good development, and also if you're looking at the stats that Leon has made, we have a pretty insane win rate. So I think it's probably time to.
I mean,
turn it up a notch.
I think we should definitely stream better teams because I feel like we're like I think the best top lane I laid against last days was like this No Loopy for you guy, which was D1, and I mean,
yeah,
at least laning wise, I can get the same practice in solo queue. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wanna like I always want to like practice against teams that are like a little better. So you always
like I want to go against better teams, but not against like Grandmaster Challenger teams.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Shitstone in lane.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, lately we've had a lot of stuff has been happening, so like we haven't had things haven't been stable, so we just wanted to not add on to that with having like really hard opponents as well. But we might have like gone a bit overdue, or like a bit exaggerated a bit. So yeah, we should turn it up for sure.
Guys.
Yep.
Also looks like Biden is on the winning.
Yeah. I saw that before.
He's for like last hours, no? Or like,
I mean, like it's like
13.
the only thing they really changed or like updated with Michigan. Now he has more votes onto Michigan to actually secure it.
Yeah, I
The
saw
rest
that.
is still like really open.
I mean, it's only ballots anyways, so even Republican areas, they should get more Democratic votes in.
What is ballots? Is that like mail votes?
Mail shit.
Yeah, you should win. I think odds are like really in his favor as well. I checked like before today. It was like during the afternoon or something. It was what was it, like 1.33 for Biden and like 3.5 for Trump. Like decimal odds.
Still, surprisingly that it's actually this close. I would have thought it's just easy.
I mean,
Biden win.
realistically, how much are these people actually like having their fingers in like these votes? Like especially Trump. Like there's no way this is like that close.
I mean, like probably the polls are. I mean, it seems like the way they're doing the polling is not good because it was the same thing last time.
I mean, it's just rigged. It's like a fact. So
I mean, like there is definitely both. I think from both sides, like they're like kind of like foul play. But I don't think you can. I don't think it's even possible to like tamper in the way that you would have to actually like steal the election. But I mean, like there are there's like the like kind of famous thing in terms of like manipulating elections is what is called like gerrymandering. So like I'm not sure exactly how it works, but once a state is like Republican or Democratic, they are the ones who kind of decide how the districts are gonna, like where you're gonna vote depending on where you live or something like that. So there are like certain districts where like there are certain areas where they live, like for example if Republicans have the power, so they know like certain areas where there live a lot of Democratic voters, so then they make them having to travel like really far. It's still the same district, but like they put the election facilities like really far from where they live. So like it gets really hard for them to to vote. And then before I think the mail votes are pretty new as well. So like before you were pretty much forced to to be there in person, and then like you also had to like the election was on weekdays as well. I mean it is now as well. So like you have to like take time off work and then travel like maybe 4 hours to actually go vote. So like there's a lot of like manipulating like that, and yeah.
CNN did the call for Wisconsin.
I
5 minutes ago.
just looked at the tweets from Donald Trump from this day. Holy shit, these are actually really funny.
I saw one that I didn't understand at all, like about what was it, like the destruction, or what was it?
Like the last tweet he had is like, how come every time they count mail